profound thing that arises from this in terms of our obligations as Muslims. The first verse given to the Prophet ﷺ, we're taught this as children, most of us know this, is that of Iqra bismi rabbika alladhi khalaq. Read in the name of your Lord. The second verse given to the Prophet ﷺ is Ya ayyuhal muzammil kum al-layla illa qalila. O Muzammil, a name of the Prophet ﷺ, stand for the night except for a little bit. And then the third of these verses is Ya ayyuhal mudaththir kum fa'andir. O Mudaththir, another name of the Prophet ﷺ, go out and warn the people. And there's a great Yemeni scholar by the name of Habib Umar. He says that it's based on these three verses that I created the mission of my madrasa, because these verses encompass the three obligations on every single Muslim. The first obligation is read in the name of your Lord, seek knowledge. The second obligation is stand for the night except for a little bit, meaning to purify yourself. And then the third of these is to go out and warn the people, meaning to give da'wah. So these are the three obligations of every single Muslim. That of knowledge, that of purifying ourselves, and the third obligation, that of going out and warning the people. And something very profound about this is that these things are interconnected. Oftentimes, when people seek knowledge, they realize the need to go out and purify themselves. One of the most prominent examples of this is Imam al-Ghazali. Imam Abu Hamid al-Ghazali is one of the most influential Muslim scholars to ever walk the face of this earth. And Imam al-Ghazali was considered to be one of the greatest scholars of the outward sciences in his time. He is someone who had mastered ilm. He is someone who knew usul al-fiqh, who knew aqidah, who knew all of these sorts of things. And then he had this crisis where he thought to himself that I've perfected the outward sciences, but what about the inward sciences? And that is when he went on his journey of tazkiyah. So ilm and tazkiyah are connected. When someone does ilm correctly, they realize the need to purify themselves. And then when someone does tazkiyah correctly, they give da'wah whether they know it or not. One of the ways, the country that has more people than anywhere in the world today, more Muslims anywhere in the world today, is Indonesia. The way Islam spread to Indonesia was not through people giving da'wah, by people handing out pamphlets, any of this sort of stuff, but it was through people who were honest in the way that they did business. And when the locals saw the way that these Muslims who came to Indonesia were honest and upright in the way that they did business, they asked them, why do you guys do this? And they said, we follow a prophet who is a businessman, and he taught us to be a sadiq al-amin. He taught us to be honest and upright just like he was. And that is the way the entire country of Indonesia became Muslim. When at Azhar, in my classes, it's probably 30% Indonesians. Why did the forefathers of my classmates become Muslims? Because they saw these purified souls. They saw the ethical way in which these Muslims did business. So these are the three obligations upon every Muslim, as given to the Prophet ﷺ in his first three verses. That of seeking knowledge, that of tazkiyah, and then that of giving da'wah. And the past few days, I've been in Dallas through a program at Oak Cliff, which is in southern Dallas, in cooperation with ICNA. And this is a very, very beautiful project because Oak Cliff, it's interesting, it's in Dallas, but it's a very, very different world from the world that we're in today. It's in the city of Dallas, there's a very high rate of poverty. It's classified as a food desert. The conditions are not very good. And Brother Victor is right here in the green shirt, and he is a major part in kind of resurrecting and helping in that community. And subhanAllah, in Oak Cliff, they do all three of these things. They do education, they do ilm, they help people in their tazkiyah, they help new Muslims. And it's a pilot program. It's been around for a very short time, but over 50 people in Oak Cliff have already taken shahada. And subhanAllah, there was a man that we were meeting with today about something else, about stuff related to the uprightness of the community. And subhanAllah, after talking to him, he was also very interested in Islam. So it's a very, very important project. And if you guys want to learn more, if you guys want to get involved, if you guys want to donate, you guys can come to me or to Brother Victor. And I'll close out with that. And we ask Allah to make us people of ilm, of tazkiyah, and of people who give da'wah. Wa sallallahu ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun.